Sure. Where's the Dennis? Give me the universal singer's voice.
Before love breaks my heart.
I got top water.
Morning.
Oh my God.
Rise and shine.
Look, where's here?
Hey. Goosebumps.
I gotta tell you, goosebumps taking my skin. Taking my skin. Good
morning, folks. Happy Monday, folks. Happy Monday morning.
Happy Monday.
Oh, God, it's a great morning. It's a great week.
It's a great week. Happy Father's Day belatedly. I sent you a message yesterday, but I reckon
I got you there. I got you there.
I know.
I got you there.
It's so funny that when events are happening, like people like us, I'm very happy about it, because I'm very happy that people take the time out to actually send you a message. But then it's guess when you look on your phone, I see children message. I said, Judge, oh God, but it takes me now like 2 months.
That is true, because I have received a message or two from you weeks later, and I was like,
hi guys, how are you? You know what I mean? But happy Father's Day belatedly. You are one of the fathers for whom I have a lot of respect, a lot of regard. The way you provide, the way you protect, the way you father, your wisdom, your patience. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and as I always say, if I could just extract some of your DNA, along with Tango's DNA, my husband's DNA, I'd be rich, right? But your family is all the better for having you as a dad.
Thank you.
And I know they made you feel appreciated.
Oh, I was so happy yesterday. From I open my eyes, from I wake up, and my wife and Jackson start, you know.
No.
Yeah, man.
That's nice. Hey, Suzanne, how you doing? As a good wife. Clap that. That's right.
No, man, it was nice.
Nice.
It was nice.
But to all the fathers yesterday, and of course to my wonderful, erudite, loving, caring, wise, fun-loving husband.
Definitely fun-loving.
Very troublemaker.
Shades boss.
You know.
Shades, aviators, king.
I gotta tell you, Tom Ford, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have it. You gotta have it. Mr. Ian Wilkinson, King's Counsel. Really.
It's not aviators.
No.
There's another. No, it's not aviators him wear. It's a different one.
I don't remember this shade.
Him have aviators?
Yeah, him have
Okay.
all, yeah.
I mean, my go-to shades is aviators.
Oh, he loves the aviator.
But him have another one. There's a name for it. I just can't remember.
Him's a Ray-Ban boss in the aviator segment.
Yeah.
And when it's the other type, it's like the D&G, and he likes the Tom Ford. Yeah, he's Shades boss, right?
Yeah.
But yesterday for me, you get up, and there are things sometimes, people often take for granted, but I don't. My husband is just so amazing. I'm such an amazing dad. I told him, I said, listen, if I had a father like you, right, I'd probably like be an astronaut right now, you know what I mean? The way how you
and Flagger was a good father.
Right? The way his patience, just his wisdom, his kindness, and he just doesn't father his children, but so many other children. So we definitely pulled out all the stops. And he has a paternal
spirit as it relates to in the legal profession as well. So there are a lot of people who him bring along and shepherd. So big up to that
in the chess world as well, you know what I mean? So him thing not stop, right? And I just want you to know that I absolutely love and adore you. You're absolutely the epitome and embodiment of an amazing father. And AA is just super dope, like for having you as a dad. Like sometimes I look at AA, you may born goody girl. You never understand how good you're born right now, you know what I mean?
But I mean, I was, and happy Father's Day belatedly to all the fathers out there, because I genuinely enjoy, and for the last 5 years I've been working hard to tell stories of positive fatherhood. I've been trying to build the narratives of positive fatherhood. I had a great experience. My mother-in-law, she goes to the market every Saturday morning very early. And Saturday,
she one of the 5 o'clock market people there. Like my neighbor, Miss Rima. Hi, Miss Rima. Hi, Jocelyn.
So if you wake up at 5 o'clock, she's gone to market already. And so she came home and we were chatting, and she was saying, Dennis, Father's Day different this year. So I said, how you know? She said, downtown busy. And she said, Father's Day business. She said, Father's Day this year would have come in like the Saturday before Mother's Day.
Wow. Well, you know what, Dennis, I'm inclined.
I was so blown away by that fact that,
And I'm inclined to agree with your mother-in-law, because yesterday I booked brunch, right? So I went to Julie Mango's, big ups to Julie Mango's over there at Mayfair Hotel, right? Really great place, somewhat different, right? And I thought came to me, I said, all right, then me make a reservation, but I want to zhuzh up the table, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I needed some balloons, you know? And so I went to Fontana Barbican. Hi, Fontana Barbican, good morning. They never have no balloon. Nita,
no balloon?
No father balloon, no happy father, everything sold out. So I said, okay, call Fontana, Waterloo, please. Also sold out. Yeah. I was like, okay, call Fontana. Well, you know, Fontana has taken over Monarch Pharmacies, right? Yes, so Monarch, that is in Tropical Plaza, that's now a Fontana. Never even that think about that. Oh, yeah. So they called down there, and a wonderful lady by the name of Camille Dennis, customer service to the T. So kind, so warm, so efficient. When you talk about efficacious, Camille at the Fontana by Tropical Plaza, definitely an asset. Yeah. And we couldn't find the dad letters, and because the people then bite out. Dennis, even though it was an inconvenience for me, I was so happy because I'm like, yes, the dads are getting the due that they deserve.
And that's what I'm saying is if we focus on the end that we desire, we will produce it. Yeah, and like if you're always focusing on the negative and the deadbeat dad them, but if you're focusing and pressing towards the positive, highlight the positive, highlight Nita, highlight
DJ.
Tango, highlight DJ, highlight, just focus on them. I'm telling you, you will progress towards that end.
I honestly think too, though, that a lot of men have stepped up. It's like men in your
It's a new generation.
It's a new generation. And so gone are the days where, yes, you still have the deadbeat ones.
Of course,
but there are a lot of men who are doing right by their children, right by their families. And I really look like yesterday, I felt good. So I went to Fontana, Waterloo, and Shania. Hi, Shania. You're not a liar, okay? Shania really helped me, and I got my dad balloon, and I bought balloons, and listen, I was so happy. And when she said the balloons were sold out, I said, go on, daddies. Like it for no. So big ups to Fontana Pharmacy, but to all the dads, you know, you don't go unnoticed. Big ups to Norman, big ups to Mr. Campbell, you know, everybody, all the dads, you guys matter. And we listen, we went to IT show last night.
Couldn't make it.
I want to say, big ups, of course, to all the fathers at Go for God Church, right? Hi, PC. And good morning to all the fathers who came out to IT show last night at the Courtly Auditorium. So then I took Bossy there as well. You know what I mean? I'm like, So when, you know, me in the restaurant, I say, Bossy, I take out. I say, not do my dad. Not do my dad. Not do my dad. Not do my dad.
It's a tape. It's not so bad. It's a tape, but it's not so bad.
As a great wife, I got it, honey. I got you covered today, right? And gave him a nice gift as well.
That's how I felt yesterday at Fromage when Susan said,
yeah, well, have it. Not do that. Not do with that, Dennis. We
just kick back.
Remember, so we think Tenge. That's why I've married good as.
Yes, that is true.
Good as, right?
But you know, I also need to take a minute. I had the most wonderful conversation with some of my colleagues.
Oh, nice.
And it was aired yesterday on the Force for Good podcast.
Right.
I spoke with Garfield Taylor, a.k.a. Bocca. I spoke with Sean J. Mitchell.
Right.
And I spoke with ACP Gary McKenzie.
Oh, my friend. Oh,
prior to that, I did not even know that ACP Gary McKenzie has a son in the force who is a sergeant. Yeah.
Like in real life?
In real life, he has a son who is a sergeant in the forces, you know, SWAT and bear things. And, you know?
Who knew?
And so we had a great conversation about, you know, raising a son and then having him follow in your footsteps. That kind of a, you know, that kind of a conversation. Yeah. Sean J raising 2 boys, Garfield raising 2 girls. You know, both Sean J's boys born April 3, April 4.
You plan on taking Sanjay as a sharpshooter.
Well, his wife is an OBGYN, so.
Wow.
And then Garfield, all the women in his house are born in July. So him just have it was just a great conversation.
Love it.
And to sit down as man and reason about being fathers.
When I see great men, like fatherhood is so important. Like even when I was at IT show last night, I got emotional at points. You know, when I saw the number of great men out there talking about fatherhood, what they're doing, and of course, you know, even though the comedy was interwoven, the comedy was there, but it was interwoven with a lot of gems and positive messages. And IT, let me tell you, his outfits, honey.
Yeah.
Hello. And IT, Mr. Ian Ellis, okay? Top general, top dad, really great. And to everybody who came out yesterday, Tango was there as well. And again, Tango, another great dad. When you talk about father, I don't know, when you think about a father, God said, no, Tango, Ryan, Tango, Prendergast, and of course, the creative genius that is Owen Blacker Ellis. I don't know, we need something for Blacker.
Trust me.
Something, I don't know, OD, CD, something. Because, listen, his level of creativity then is? Oh my God.
And I'm glad that he's teaching.
Extraordinary.
So I'm glad that both he and IT, I'm glad that they're teaching at Edna Manley. So they're passing on their creativity and their, you know, the greatness that has been placed in them. I'm glad that they're giving it to the next generation.
And I must also say congratulations to Kathy Grant, who gave a wonderful segment as well at the show last night. She was hilarious. Listen, my laugh till my neck back hurt.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. It was crazy. But you know, say anything IT I keep?
No man, it's gonna
shock, right?
IT, I'll be at the next one. He and I spoke about it, but I'll be at the next one.
No problem. We understand, Dennis. But Dennis, talking about that, Paul's deep voice is creeping in, right?
Yes.
But not, he was there as well. Yes. You know, Renee and her husband was there as well.
The Hewitts.
The Hewitts, yes. Region 6 was there.
Region 6.
Shada K was there. Paul was there. Guess who was also providing the music? The very musically intelligent and inclined DJ Phoenix.
Phoenix was there.
Oh my goodness.
No, man, it was good.
On.
It was
D
good.
Major, Christopher Martin, and Natasha was there as well.
Let out her
she
ear.
She carrying an ox-tailor, so but me not have up she.
Natasha
right?
let out the ear.
You remember from when sunrise it just started and when you used to have road table, I moose bush.
Yes.
I still have up she, you know. But as a G, But the CVM family came out in our numbers to support and to really embolden IT's efforts. So, but speaking of emboldening efforts, pardon?
What is this?
What is that?
What is this?
It's
this is not a teacup.
It's a thing.
What is this?
It's a thing.
Can we get a shot? Can we get a shot?
It's a thing.
What happened?
I did a thing.
What took place?
Well, what had happened was
can we get a shot?
The National Blood Transfusion of Jamaica, right? And the Ministry of Health, they recognized me for my work that I have done and have been doing regarding being an advocate for blood donation and blood collection, right? I started my blood drive back in 2017.
Yeah, I remember.
Because
I was there.
I had an outside broadcast, and after getting a tour of the facility, I realized that the blood collection was woefully low. And so I decided to use my platform and my impact to make a difference, because we realize that blood is life, and when you need blood, you need it now.
Yes.
And there shouldn't be a situation or a loss of life because there is no blood in the blood bank. Even if you have insurance to airlift you outside of Jamaica, sometimes you may need blood to be stabilized. And I remember my mom, nurse anesthetist Marjorie Hylton, OD, used to tell her when growing up, you know, blood in their blood bank, so you have to be careful. And I used to think it was just a little, you know, scare tactic until I realized it was actually so.
A real thing.
And so, you know, we've been doing my blood drive according to what Igor Allen. Hello, Igor Allen. Good morning to Dr. Tapper. Good morning to CMO. Dr. Jacqueline Bissesa McKenzie. My blood drive is the second biggest blood drive in the island.
Nice.
So I collected it humbly.
And there are a lot of blood drives.
Yeah, humbly. And I want to say thanks to Digicel, thanks to ITEL, all my partners, you know, with Cinco.
I was about to say that when people get an award for something like this, don't sleep on it. It's a lot of work. And I have seen you in your little huddles getting ready for blood drive. I have worked on blood drives with you, like I do the morning segment and you come and do that.
It's an all-day thing.
Yeah. I have given blood.
Yeah.
I have been in situations where, I mean, because of things that were going on with me, I wasn't able to give blood on a particular day. I may have to try round up some people because the blood needs to be given. And, you know, I've been there when targets are missed and targets are hit and targets are surpassed. And the feeling that you get when you hit the target of what you wanted. So I want people to understand it takes a lot of work to put on a successful blood drive.
Yeah.
But look here, the truth is that one accident can liquid the blood stock for a particular facility. And I remember there was a particular woman who was having a difficult pregnancy, and she needed blood, and she was about to go into surgery. And a gunman get the blood over her.
Wow.
Came in, got shot up, and he got the blood. And she had to wait a little bit longer until some more blood.
Wow.
So we had to be rounding up people to give. So blood drive and a joke thing, and that's why when you say Mrs. Kitty's blood drive, it's a big deal.
And so we're launching on, we're having our next blood drive on July 25.
July 25?
Yeah, because I did it on the cusp of emancipation, right?
Yeah.
So emancipation and independence. So in the same way, our forefathers would have shed blood, sweat, and tears. This is our way to emancipate ourselves from the, lack of blood, right?
You're going to do it in half a blood bank?
I think halfway through, I'm going to call Aldi Gordon. Hi, Aldi Gordon. Good morning, director of the NSWMA. Hi, Aldi. Good morning, my friend. He always takes care of me, so we're going to organize it.
No,
and I'm asking,
when you're keeping that alpha tree right in our park, it always go.
I'm asking everybody from now to just get ready. But we have information about that. But not to be outdone. So I got my award, and I thank the blood bank, the National Blood Transfusion Service, for this wonderful recognition. It really does mean a lot to me and my family. And thanks, of course, to the Minister of Health as well. And I got Allen of Blood Transfusion, amazing guy, and Dr. Tap and the entire crew. But you too, Dennis, a little birdie sent me. I got pictures. Hi, Renee. How you doing?
Okay.
I got pictures. I got photos.
Which Renee? Okay, all right, let's go.
I'm a friend them Dennis up in another place. Them don't do that. Yes. You got a Kingdom Keeper Award. Tell us about that. Congratulations.
Right.
Why tell me that one if I'm baptized?
No, Kingdom Keepers is an association of people in various churches across the country. Not just Go for God, And it is people who are in various industries, but they are attempting to climb the mountains of their industry. So we believe that, like, you should be a kingdom doctor, you should be a kingdom host, you should be a kingdom media practitioner, you should, you bring the kingdom to wherever you go. So if you're a dentist and you're in the kingdom, you should be a kingdom dentist.
Nice.
And so really and truly we are, living out thy kingdom come.
Nice.
So it was a great honor. And so it's about mentorship and discipleship and just learning and just applying, So we're here for a purpose. I always say it, I'm here for a purpose. By the way, Purpose Driven is a really good series. You should go check it out on Go for God's YouTube channel.
All right. Well, congratulations,
So
Uncle
thank
Dennis.
you very much.
With the purpose, with the dominion.
Yes.
And we are going to definitely keep you guys up to speed. Thank you so much for your support.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, congrats,
Thank you very much.
Very well. I got the scoop. Yeah, you're trying to keep it from me.
You're good.
I found out. All right, Sunrisers. Good morning to everybody watching on YouTube. It's time for a movie magic mixtape. Movie magic mixtape. Yeah.
This should be interesting.
The greatest soundtracks of all time. So if Celine Dion in it,
no,
don't bother with it.
Every night in my
I gotta say, Titanic. That's it.
That have to be there.
Let's check it out.